So, hi everyone, my name's Claire, not Crystal, and this channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine energy, regardless of your gender, because we've all got both, but it's also whatever's going on with you and your twin flame and a twin flame connection. And I'm just gonna, I did already burn the sage, but I'm just gonna do a wee bit of that in this Florida war. So I'll try not to do it so quick, because I notice when I do it back, I can do it really, sometimes I just do it quickly, sometimes I wave the thing about and I'm feeling like maybe somebody wants to the visual, so let's take in that healing. And for those of you that are a little bit more masculine brained with the cards, you know, it's just some people don't need the visuals, but I do feel some people need the visuals to feel like something more is happening, when in truth none of this is needed. I send distance healing, you know, when I can just be in my bed or chilling on my couch, and I just send the thought out. You feel it if you're open to it. There's proof of it all the time. But and I know why they're getting me to say that actually. So if you hadn't seen the community tab, I was thinking Pisces season was around the 21st and the 22nd for some reason, because I just know that that's when we're fully in it. But actually it's the 18th, 19th, so that's actually Sunday. So so basically what I'm trying to say is I'm being guided to for Pisces season. So I would say roughly from like now till more than likely when I looked at what the moons were doing and that, probably around it. I think again, who knows? I don't know what I'm going to be like. I don't know what's going to be going on, blah blah blah. But I feel right now, because it's a Leo moon on the 19th, I'm feeling I'll probably come and do a live on the Leo moon, because that's my favourite. And another one, and I just think I would be up for working from people from that day. So say like roughly the 19th to 20th of March is when I'll be back, being good to work with people. But it might even be like, you know, wait until after the weekend or something, that time. But basically, with me saying that, for anyone that's like, you know, if you're feeling like, oh, like you'd really wanted to work with me before then, just email. And you know, if it's I'll tune in with how I'm feeling. It's just generally because Pisces season every year is when I'm guided to take some time for myself, because of how much energy I'll put out in Aries season. It just makes sense to me to, you know, take that time myself and hermit, because it is a very sensitive part of my chart. Like what I've said before, it does matter where but it's Pisces in general is exhaustion, it's burnout, it is time for more sleep, going deep within, you know, very telepathic, very spiritual. It's very like it's one of the houses, if not the house, of spiritual awakening. So, so yeah, it's good for me to utilize my other skills, like focusing on, if people want me to send them distance healing, there's already a package on there on the schedule where you can get that. And I might, if you look out in the community tab, or I'll do a video like this, like offering like when I do paid group healing or that, like and obviously I'll still do what I do, like, you know, holding people in prayer that I'm doing just now on a Sunday. But I mean, like, if I get additional kind of guidance, I feel like I'm going to be getting guidance to do additional ones if people are wanting to take things to the next level for different themes. But I don't know, I'm just going to go with what I'm being guided to do. And I definitely will be focusing more on my written channeling, because I love doing that, and that's where I started doing a lot of my stuff. And I'm feeling like it would be quite fun actually from Pisces, so probably from like Sunday or Monday, to do like a daily post. So, and then maybe that'll get some of you a wee bit more interested in checking out the community tab, because it's always like, you know, not that many people. Well, if you are reading it, you're not liking it. So if you could at least like it if you are reading it. But and thank you for the people that do, because it's not many of us. It's literally the most likes there ever is on a post is 10, and that's a good day. I mean, a lot of the time it's less than that. So, and one of the names is me. I might face me having my own fucking back. So there's a message in that as well about having your own back. That's really what a lot of us. I tell people all the time, like, you know, when I first started, I had to have my own back. Like, I had to not care that, like, it didn't look like anyone was listening, because actually they were. They were lurking and listening. You never know who's paying attention, good, bad, and indifferent. It's like, focus on the people that you're there to help. And that's not a coincidence that I'm saying that, because I actually have just had this beautiful session with someone, and again, keeping it anonymous, but it feels very relevant to the message I'm going to share, that I pulled the card before I spoke to her, and this was the card that I pulled her. And now that is a woman that is divine masculine energy. So, but it was rise of the true gentle power, true strength. And I mean, her reaction was wow, because everything we had been speaking about that she'd been experiencing, and presently it's all about boundaries and speaking up for yourself and stuff. So it's like really quite amazing. So I really do feel this is where a lot of the divine masculine collectives are, like, you know, whether you're a woman, man, whatever you identify as, it's like it's really learning what that means. Like, speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, and having boundaries doesn't need to be aggressive or assertive, like, or even overly assertive. It's just speaking up where you would have held back. And that actually is really in line with and then like 555 big changes. So, but that could, what I've just said, that can be a big change for people around you if they've been used to you people pleasing or not speaking up or at all or as much. People can have a bit of an adjustment problem with that. You know what I mean? It's like you've got to be patient with others around you and patient with yourself, but it doesn't mean you back down. Like, you know what I mean? It's, you don't need to be aggressive about it, but that's the point. And that's, it just felt like a really powerful card, so I wanted to share that. I'm going to shuffle, and then we won't be surprised if it comes out again. But also the fact that it's the dolphins, and I'd mentioned that in yesterday's video, the dolphins to me are very new earth. I was always obsessed with dolphins actually as a kid, and then I just grew out of it. So although I didn't grow out of my psychic gifts, I never, you know, I'm not one of those people that let that go. I was just always really psychic. I was more quiet about it, arguably, though, when I was a bit younger, definitely even into my teenage years. Like, it wasn't like I was as open about how psychic I was. But yeah, my close friends did all know. Like, I mean, I've said that before, but you know, one of the, I don't know why they're getting me to say that, but a memory that's a good example about how me and my twin flame were with one another before I even knew that. It would have been before I even came across what twin flames were, and before I knew what he was to me. I just knew that this is really unusual, the connection we've got. And actually, I know why they got me to say that. By the way, my eyes just looked at 7/17, so 17th of July is, I was going to say could be significant, but I know that it is significant for several people watching, but they did pull me for different reasons, but they pulled my eyes to it. Yeah, so he was actually who said that to me first. Like, and I'm, because it was that long ago now, but I'm sure the words were, yeah, I remember what it was. We were just been kissing, and he was like, me and you have got a really weird connection. But he said it in like a really nice, sweet way, and then I would have just been really awkward and said something. I can't remember what I said, but I remember inside I was like, fucking hell, yeah, we have, and you feel it too. But I was just too shy to, I just said something funny. But that's a good, you know, it's a very good thing to notice that it was actually him that said something like that to me first. So in a moment of clarity, you know, he did say that many, many years ago. And but what I was actually going to say was, it was actually when me and my friend at the time were in a queue for a club, and I had my back turned to the road where the cars were pulling up and taxis and that, and I was just kind of like, I think I'm going to see such and such tonight. And she was just like, Claire, what the fuck? She was like, I know you're psychic, but that's fucking weird. And I was like, what? And she went, he literally just pulled up in a taxi. He's just got out of a taxi over there, but you've got your back turned. How did you know? But then she was like, I don't even need, you know what I mean? She's like, you don't even need to tell. She knows why, you know what I mean? Because that was a friend that, like, I was, when I wasn't doing my cards and that with other people, like, you know what I mean? I do remember once being at hers and I was doing her tarot cards, and we both got freaked out and chucked them away. And then I think we're, and then I'm just laughing because this is something that from my past I haven't seen for like fucking many, many years, but it is a funny memory that, like, this actually isn't, in fact, I don't even want to talk about it. I had a dream which was, well, it was a fucking, no, it wasn't a dream, it was a fucking nightmare. I had a premonition. Of a horrible nightmare, and I woke up and I told her about it, and then later on it was, well, I basically picked up on like a horrible incident that had already happened and people weren't aware of it, right? So that's all I'm really going to say, because I don't really fucking go into that. It creeped me out. And that's why it's like, you know, that's a good example of, I'm a psychic detective in all senses. Like, I would be a brilliant medium to help solve like mystery murders and missing people and that, but it creeps me out. It just freaks me out too much. So I just don't even go there. But that was one of the times when I actually did yeah, I freaked me out. I definitely freaked my friend out. It was like, so anyway, but yeah, so I don't know why I needed to tell that cute little story, but it's very true, and it was many, 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 many years ago. It's just an indication that you don't need to know what something's called to know that there's something weird going on. And I know that because the amount of people that I awaken them to being a twin flame, it just means that like you weren't fully acknowledging it, or you were in denial whether you're the divine feminine or divine masculine for whatever reasons. And it's understandable actually when people are married to other folk or with other people or whatever, or just fear. But what 9 out of 10, really what every person says is, you know what, I think I've always deep down kind of knew this. And you have, because you've come in this, you know what I mean? You didn't just become it. But it's, yeah. So anyway, that's quite a deep thing to say. So I'm going to pause this, and I want to tidy this all up. Well, I'm actually going to shuffle these, and I'm going to pause it. I'm going to do the 4 card thing, and I'm just going to see what comes out. Oh, I'm going to spray some Florida water as well. Yeah, we'll just see what comes out. But I really do feel, you know, it is the rise of a lot of divine masculines, you know, or the divine masculine within you, sticking up for yourself, 1111. You know, the again, it's, for those of you that are new, it's like my eyes get pulled to the, you know, I don't call them angel, no, I call them activation codes. But yeah, if you, whatever you call them, it's not that I never call them angel numbers, but it's not my chosen, you know, it was activation codes that I was told that they are by my guides, so it's like, that's what I call them, and that's what they use me to draw people's attention to certain things. And that's happened for the past 10 years that I've had my different social medias. But right, oh fuck, so there's a lot of wordy cards just for I feel like an idiot for messing this up, and that's not me talking about myself. I feel like an idiot for messing this up, so that's going to be relevant. And our love was written in the stars. So this is what I mean, like with this Venus-Pluto conjunction that's coming. I keep saying tomorrow, but actually it's Sunday. Oh no, wait a minute, it is tomorrow. So no, it's tomorrow. So today is the 16th. 16 is the Tower. Now, those of you that followed me on Facebook and Instagram, you'll know that I always linked the day to the tarot card. It was very much unique to my own thing, and it's, to be honest, like, you know, with a lot of the things I do, like, you know, nobody taught me that shit. Like, that just was coming in through my soul. So a lot of the time I would interpret things and it wouldn't make sense to what you would read in a numerology book or any shit like that. It was just, although that does make sense, you know, anyway, it's hard to explain. But what I'm being guided to do is, I think that's what I might do for, like what I said, you know, get back to, for people that never knew me then, and just like, I feel they want me to go back to the past a little bit, because I did like doing that. It just takes a shitload of energy. It can sometimes take me an hour to write those things. So it takes a lot of energy for me to do it. And it might be something that I actually move to the paid Ko-fi platform, to be honest. But so maybe actually get me to do it so it's a bit of a taste of the things that I'm going to be doing on there. Or I might just keep it as a staple on the channel, fuck knows. But I said cosmic love. For Venus conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, it's very galactic. It feels like cosmic love. And I feel that, you know, this love that was written in the stars, it is time for these unions to come together. Now, it doesn't mean everyone's twin flame union, but it's a lot of powerful twin flame unions. Look at arise, know and flow. Know and flow as the love you are, bliss. And this is very Pisces, very going with the flow. So that's why I'm saying it's like, I very much feel like I'm not going to be doing either any live Zoom sessions or any live sessions being on camera anyway. But if it's like a Leo moon or something and I'm feeling I've got energy and I want to come on, it's just my hands and do live and chat people and cards and stuff, then I absolutely will do that. But I don't know until I'm into it, just to have a good proper rest. Because if you think about it, I've put out so much energy for so long now, really the past year. It's, you know, when did I really take a break? Apart from like maybe being quiet for the odd week here and there, I really kept going. And definitely through the majority of the winter there, with the whole of every day in December and January. And I've, you know, got us far into February. So I really do need to rest for my wee, need to have a wee rest for my wee self. So let's just see, what can we get a card for Divine Femme, Divine Masculine, and then I'll pause this, I'll tidy these up, and then I'll give a message in that way, because I'm liking doing it the way I've been doing it the last few days. And so just remember, I will be available for, as well as what I've said about distance healing sessions and stuff, I'll be available for unlisted videos like this. So I looked at 1444, so 144 again. I'll be, or 444, I'll be available for doing unlisted either short videos or like long ones if you like the sort of therapy ones that are 90 minutes. People like them because they say when they watch them back they get like so much out of it every time, and I love doing them too. And yeah, it's just maybe it's good for people to get a little bit of a different taste of the stuff that I do, because although people love doing live sessions with me and I love doing live sessions, I need to have the energy to do it. And although my energy is still really pretty good just now, I'm just, I'm just taking a break. I just feel like I do need to. So it's written in the stars. They just guided me to that. That's crazy. Where's that? That'd be good for a thumbnail because they both say the same thing. Is it in the shot? Yeah, in case I need it for the... So somebody doubly feels like this love is written in the stars and they feel like an idiot for making it up. So that's really pretty clear. Either that is your person, that is you, or this isn't about you today. So not every message is going to resonate, and I just feel I have to keep saying that. So, because I know myself, like when you really like the way somebody does something, you think you can get into that thing of thinking everything's for you, and it's not. Although there is always a element of, I think you can take something from every message, absolutely. And I don't know about you, but when I find something I like, I experience, like, it doesn't matter what sign somebody's doing, I experience anything resonating anywhere. And that's why when I do star signs, oh fuck, that's what I'll do. I've kind of took a hiatus from I was doing the star sign individual ones every new moon, and I've missed the last 2 moons, so I might just forget the new moon thing and just crack on with that this month. But, and what was the other thing? Yeah, so also I'd maybe spend some time homing in on when I do short healing activations that are like 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's just it's a voice, well, it's a voice activation, like it's a voice note, you know what I mean? And but these voice notes have gotten people out of like really toxic situations, or it's when you visualising being in a new home and it's getting people into a new home. I've got somebody listening to one just now that I done a while ago, and I mean, I could share that again actually. I shared what they said when they listened it the first time, and it made them cry. So don't think just because it's like 10, 15, 20 minutes that it's not a powerful healing activation. It really is, because I personalise it. So that I'll put that as a service on the schedule. I think it actually is on the schedule, but I've unlisted it's like private. So I'll just give me a bit of time to sort that all out over the weekend and early next week, and then so it'll be just different things that are available just for the next month, and a month flies by, just so that I'm not giving as much energy anyway. So that was a long housekeeping bit, but it matters. Maybe, and this is what I mean, maybe it's some of you that are in full on masculine energy of like go 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 go. Maybe you're being guided to just slow down a little bit and change the way you work. You're still working, but you're not giving so much energy. I just looked at 1804 as well, and that is the sign for union, and then they're pulling my eyes to the very soon. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. But I feel that's if you slow down and tune into what your guidance is telling you to do. So, Divine Feminine, what have we got with that being said? We've got, elders, and it's an elephant, so that might be significant. We've got a whale there, we've got angel wings, I think, is that a bird? Spiritual mentoring, wow. Equality, stability, wisdom, experience, counsels, and it's a number 8, and we are in a number 8 year. You could be a number 8 life path. I know that I am, so I attract a lot of people in that energy. So that's how I know it's an important year for me and for helping others. So if you are that too, you'll have big stuff going on. So you might be like myself and associate with being an elder, like I know that I might only be 39 right now, but it's like I'm a very, very old soul. And a lot of people have said, they get visions of me being that person in the village that people went to for wisdom. It's like the old lady in me. I have got an old lady guide. I can tell when she's like talking through me. So, I don't mean like an old lady that I knew. I mean like it's a part within me that is a guide. Anyway, I can do that. And actually, that is one of the shamanic journeys that I could do with people. Like, I could do a shamanic journey with you to meet your council, your council of guides. It's a really cool session, which would be in the crystal clear clarity. So that's my big sessions where you've got access to all the different things that I do. And I'm buzzing with beautiful energy. I'm tired, but I'm not even really tired. Like, I'm tired in a nice way. Like, that's why I was able to do that session again today. Like, the session I had last night, I'm just still, got just filled with like a lot of gratitude. And also just because, I mean, it's anonymous, but also just because, like, I would never, what am I trying to say? Like, I was kind of taken aback that I was just getting my macaroni and chips, and I was like, what the fuck, I've got a PayPal. And that beautiful woman, you know who you are watching this, had actually sent me extra money. And like that, I'm just so grateful when that happens, because it's like, it's not needed. Like, it might say it's an hour on the thing, or a free discovery call, 15 minutes. 15 minutes, my fucking arse. Because I was going to I thought I could have a short live session available for Pisces season, but what are the chances of me actually being able to stick to that? I could test it, but I don't trust myself. So Pisces are about no boundaries. Do you know what I mean? So I know myself well enough to be like, no, I think I'm better just not doing live sessions at all, so that I could get back to the usual marathon ones in Aries season when I've got loads of energy. So that's what I mean. That's know thyself, And again, remember, I didn't know that before, but I say that a lot. And know thyself is connected to Apollo, the Oracle of Delphi Apollo, which is one of my past lives that I'm connected to. So it is really quite funny how even things that you say a lot are going to be connected to past lives. You didn't even fucking know it. I love that about the way I do things, though. That I love connecting with you, that like you're really good with different, like, either the sciencey, analytical, logical, history side of actually knowing this stuff and how it fits. But I really love the way that I do it, that I don't have it's not like I never know, but a lot of the time I don't have a fucking clue about any of this stuff, and I describe it in a totally different way, but it's the same fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's it just shows you how real channeling is, that I can just stand here and channel this information and be like, I don't know if that's right, and when I check, it's always right. Every single time I go to Google it, you see it yourself, it's right. You know what I mean? And it's not me being like, oh, I'm always right. It's the message coming through is true. So that's the way that I see it. But yeah, spiritual mentoring, there's that word again. This is what they're wanting me to focus on this year, is really mentoring people with their own gifts, their own clairs, activating people's dormant DNA, which is what I'm doing anytime ever I'm talking to anyone. That's why the majority of my sessions are literally just me chilling out, looking like I'm having a wee chin wag over a cup of tea. But there's always a lot more going on than that. And only people that have a session with you know that, because you know how things change and you feel more empowered. And because your energy's been cleared. It's all being cleared at the upper chakras. But I can do it like looking like I'm not doing very much. But it's because that's how much I've worked on my own energy. I'm that empowered, I can do that. And that's why I get a lot of jealousy, because I've had to work very hard to get. I didn't get like that overnight. I say it all the time for new people. I had my own counsellor for 7 years. That is a karmic cycle. How many people do you know that have actually done that? It's not that nobody else has done it, but I don't know many people that have done that. I know a lot of people that avoid getting therapy and counselling because they see, it's kind of like, oh, there's a stigma about it. But I'm just kind of like, if you need the support, go and get it. Like, and actually, like I was saying, when I actually got therapy, to be honest with you, I thought I was getting it so that because I knew the trauma and the challenges that I'd had from whenever I'd let guys get close to me in the past, that I knew I was going to have issues with trusting people, letting them get close to me whenever I got into a relationship. That's why I was getting it. And but actually what it ended up being for was supporting me through my dark night of the soul and all the horrendous stuff that I went through during that I spoke about on lives loads at the time, that I will write a book about it sometime, how it all came around to me finding my calling. But also like, yeah, I was obviously hoping at the time that while I was doing that therapy at some point that I would, find the person I'm meant to be. Well, not find them, just that he would come back to me, because we all fucking know who mine is. But do you know what I'm saying? But if we're using that example for other people, I was hoping that while I was going to that therapy, that it was like preparing me for. But actually, it was preparing me. But it was so that when that person is ready to talk and be in my life in any sort of way, that I've done the work there. And But then oh God, I don't know why I do know why I'm going into this, but it's kind of like for you and your twin flame, it's about you might have done the work, but it's about if you really love someone and it's unconditional love, giving them the time to catch up to the work that you've done. And like, I'm well aware of the fact that it's like I have done a lot of work on myself, and that could seem like climbing Mount Everest, But I know that whoever my true twin flame is, that they'll be able to climb Mount Everest no bother. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure he's well halfway up himself anyway. Even if he's feeling a bit tired and worn down and whatever. I've got belief in him. Because I've got belief in myself, because it's my own divine masculine energy. And that doesn't mean I own that person that's walking about there, it's my twin flame. It means we share the same divine femme, divine masculine energy. I believe in myself, I believe in my twin flame. And I also give him the freedom to wander wherever he wants to go. And I also don't nib into whatever the fuck's going on in his life either, actually, which a lot of people do that. And yeah. But isn't it weird that whoever wants to come and fucking snoop on me, what him and anyone else can do it here? So, but you get to know what I want you to know, because I'm a high priestess. And that's why I will say to people, you know, don't ask me anything about my life like that. Like, don't ask me, or don't even hint like I'm with my twin flame, because I'm not going to tell you. Like, I decide when I want to share things about any part of my life. And that might come across a bit hard, but again, they're getting me to say that is because it's like, it is a sacred union. And I've trusted people in the past and they weren't to be trusted. So it's not, I'm not saying that I don't feel that about anybody that kind of would be what, and the people I've got around me do want me to be happy. But I just kind of think you've got to be aware of that it's like twin flame situations. A lot of us don't actually know what the fuck is going on. Divine feminines can all be quite a bit of a mystery. So, and it's all meant to be like that. And there's a lot of a mystery at divine masculine too, like the fact I can't even find my divine feminine cards. Like, they're doing that for a reason. So yeah, if you want to keep something sacred, keep it a secret. Doesn't mean you keep it a secret forever, but anyway, that was really, I don't know where that's come from, but it makes sense. So yeah, spiritual mentor, and this is when I come back from having a wee break. This is what I'll be focused on doing with people. So if you feel like you resonate with me and you want some mentoring around balancing your own inner divine feminine energy one-to-one, or in the group work that I'm going to have, then or if you're already in a physical union and you want therapy to be able to help you navigate the ups and downs and the amazingness of that, then definitely get in touch, because like I said, I'll be focused on seeing who wants to do the therapy with me, and then that'll be my priority, and then I'll just do whatever time I've got for the usual sessions. What have we got for the masculine? So I won't put it back, let's just see what comes out. And this is the masculine's feminine side as well, so the masculines could be looking for some kind of mentoring, counselling, therapy with their spiritual gifts, or just counselling in general with whatever things they're needing support with their feelings. Well, and there's that card I was drawn to anyway. That's funny out of all of them. Know and flow as the love you are, bliss. And that's beautiful that that's the masculine card, but it's the divine feminine's masculine side as well. And that makes sense of what I've said. Like, I'm going with the flow, that it feels like divine masculines, you're being guided to know and flow as the love you are. Like, know you're good enough now, whether you are feeling the best of the best or you're feeling a bit beaten down and not so good. You know, it's like you're still loved, and just go with the flow. And maybe you just need a bit of support. That's what emotional support, that card could mean that too. Because it's like Ranger Ganesh, like, you know, removing obstacles. Shine your light. Yeah, people are being called to shine their light. So a lot of people may need mentoring with that. This is what, there's many people I've helped over the past nearly 10 years that were terrified to shine their light in whatever way they're doing it now. Usually on social media in some kind of way, or speaking up around people around them, however it is. And I've helped many people do that. But it was because of me standing strong and shining my light when it wasn't always very comfortable for me to do it. And like I said, there's still a part of my soul that doesn't always feel comfortable, but I do it. So wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin. So yes, you can still shine your light, but take a bit of a break, because that's what I'm doing. So lovely. Beautiful. Now I'm going to pause this and we're going to check in on one of the twin flame stories, but they're telling me to pull some of these before I do that. So I can feel a lot of healing going to my heart, and if you're new, that means it's healing going. So, oh yeah, I didn't give that chat. Everything I do is healing and clearing energy. So if you ever feel any sort of different bits of heat and that going on, that's the healing going in if you're open to it. So what have we got for Divine Feminine? What activations are going on? We've got, yeah, beautiful. That's the one that came up in the session that I done yesterday. That's also a lot of things that I spoke about with the person today. Throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. What this is about, right, is that you know, there's a lot of messages coming through about the divine masculine speaking their truth, and, you know, divine feminine being there to listen to the divine masculine, and that is absolutely true. But there is definitely something that feminines need to take on board about don't people please, and, you know, feel like you can't speak your truth and what hurt you. And I know it's really difficult, because even it makes me feel really weird about it too, because again, I just can't, I just don't actually, it's not that I can't be bothered, I just don't want to go into all of that, because it's like, but it's like, it's because I feel, you know, with a lot of twin flames as well, it's like I feel a lot of divine masculines actually are punishing themselves, like, because a lot of divine masculines will actually know that the divine feminine won't do that to them. So it's like they feel like they have to kind of, like, and it might be subconscious. It might be like, oh, they might not be like, oh, I want to punish myself, but it's like they might feel in a lot of regret and pain and hurt and feel like they want to stay away until they're through that. I mean, I say that all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, so it's, I could see why a lot of divine feminines, you might not say what you really want to say because you don't want to hurt them. But it's about, you can speak your truth in a loving way without hurting someone. What's different is if you're saying it to purposely get under someone's skin and trigger them and get their back up. That's nasty, and that is what distorted feminines and distorted masculines would do to someone, which actually, by the way, any of us could have all been in at some point if somebody triggers you. But it's this, and this is funny because this is what I was speaking about with someone today as well. It's about the first card, having strong, gentle, divine masculine energy. That if you watch again at the start what that card said, you can speak your voice with love. Because remember, this is the divine feminine's card, but this can also be the divine masculine speaking from that place of authenticity and expressing themselves. It's just this word expression keeps coming up. So let's see what comes out for the masculine and the feminine's masculine side. Your boundaries, decision making. Might be the same card. And then it'll be like time to talk. Oh, it's that one again. Crystal wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. It's this high vibrational energy. This is a card that came up in yesterday's shorts. It's flooding in. A lot to do with the solar. I don't always say that about the solar flares, but it's a lot to do with the solar flares coming in. You know, there's a lot of interesting activity going on with the Schumann resonance, but I just feel we're going to be seeing that like all the time now. It's actually been going on for ages. It becomes kind of a bit normalised, I feel. But I can feel, you know, I can feel when there's a shift of the planetary energy without even seeing it anywhere online. But I did happen to see that there was, I don't think it was today. I mean, well, I think maybe it was earlier on today. So if you're feeling like you're needing to sleep and rest a lot more, it's just, there's just a lot going on. There's a lot of, we're still in Aquarius season for the last few days. There's going to be huge spontaneous awakenings going on, actually, I would say, over the weekend with the last degrees of Aquarius sun. Yeah, that just occurred to me. And then, of course, the Venus-Pluto conjunction, that's a lot to do with destined love. No wonder, I've just realised why Written in the Stars has come out twice. That's why. That is like transformational love. But I feel it is, we'll see when we dig into the story, there's a lot of, all the things I've been channeling about the last 2 years, there's a lot of really dramatic changes. 33 minutes, divine masculine, Jesus energy. There's a lot of dramatic karmic endings and changings going on. So whether it is karmic endings of somebody leaving a romantic situation, however serious, some are serious, more serious than others, some are marriages, or breaking off engagements, you know, I've brought it through with all these films, or I don't know, other people in your life that are karmic energies, friends, family, whatever. Even having a big, huge change with your job is a big, massive thing for people. It just really depends. Or moving house, that's one of the most stressful things, right up there with the big stressors in life. So, you know, some basically divine masculines got the clarity and they're open to this divine healing, high vibrational energy. Their life's changing. Your life's changing in a big way if this is you. But that's all of us. So this is divine masculine, but it's also divine feminine, divine masculine side. And then we've got, oh wow, look, Venetian. So that's if Pluto, Pluto Venus conjunction tomorrow. Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, answer the call, time to shine. Wow, 2 cards saying time to shine. And that's why they're like, Claire, we need you to rest over the next month so that you can help the people that need to shine. And it's not a coincidence that in the last 2 sessions I've done, I've basically said something like that about, you know, basically recognising that it's time for somebody to step into their power. Angelic frequency, angels are here, your safe, potent connection. So you're safe, divine masculine energies, you're safe to express your love, because that's still sitting there from yesterday. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I'll shuffle them again. Oh yeah, very soon as well. Oh yeah, look, all them together. Very soon, and that's a different very soon heart-to-heart conversations. That could be a nice thumbnail. That's quite nice. And I liked what somebody commented earlier there that I saw about that was helpful. The analogy that I gave. Right, I'm going to tidy up now, but the analogy that I gave for if you're overwhelmed emotionally or things like tidying up, and like I said, that is something that I give people transformation. Advice that I give people in sessions, because I'm very good at helping people with overwhelm and things like physical clutter and emotional clutter. And like one of my packages is actually divine decluttering. And Lexi spoke about that in the playlist if you want to go and see that. And it's just basically 4 sessions where I'll help you with the different things going on in your life that we arrange at the start of it. What was I going to say? Yeah, but it's things that help me too. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like when I've got overwhelmed, it's things that help me too. Like, so I love to just like this wee timer that I've got for clients. I set it for, or just on my phone, 25 minutes, just tidy up what you can. So for me, it'd be the cards, or if I was dragging my heels with a housework or something, and just do what you can, 25 minutes. And a lot of the time, right, have a wee break for 5 minutes, have a cup of tea, whatever. And then you'll want to keep going. So that's the thing. It's just about getting over the first hurdle of, oh, I can't be arsed. So it's very, very, very good for people that identify as having, I don't know, ADHD or dyslexia, dyspraxia, or anything like that. Anything where you're kind of stalling. So, but yeah. So I just shuffled them, and I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. Well, that actually really fits with what I've been. Oh, look. And then that one's sitting there deserving. Interesting. No mistakes. Right, anyway, I'm going to tidy this up and then dig into a deeper story. Well, that's fucking annoying, isn't it? I didn't pause it. I stopped it altogether. So it's fine. I'll just join it. So again, you'll be like, what are you talking about? I'll join it on. If I have just put this up as a separate video, then please just go watch one of the other videos. I meant to pause that and I stopped it. So, but we all know that means something. Somebody that I'm going to tap into just now, you must have meant to pause something, like somebody, you meant to go back to a situation, but instead you put a complete stop to it. I can already feel what this is going to be excited. So it feels like either a divine feminine or a divine masculine. You said something intending to put a pause to something, more than likely because something wasn't working out for you. Like, it kind of gives me that, we'll see with the cards, but it kind of gives me that vibe of like, if you were just sort of fooling around and then someone's caught the feels, it's wise that, you know, divine feminines, that you do need to take a step back, because if you've fallen in love with someone or you're getting deeper feelings and they're showing absolutely no signs of settling down, or like settling down as in wanting to make you the only one, or it's just not going to work out, is it? And again, I know exactly what that's about, because that is what I had to do. And I'm very much feel somewhere along the lines there's been a lot of miscommunication. Like, you know, again, I don't know until we actually talk, and we've never had that chat, that I didn't want him to go away completely, did I? I wanted him to fight for me. So, and it's not too late to do that. 144, right? Okay, so, but as we know, it really doesn't matter, because twin flames aren't like any other connection, and me and mine met very young. It was the right person, wrong timing. And then all this fucking spiritual warfare shit gets in the way, and it makes life interesting, and that's how I just learned to laugh through all of this, and that's why I'm a fucking brilliant master twin flame teacher at all of this, because I've got a lot of patience, a lot more than most, so you have to. Anyway, let's see. So, what have we got here? So that is what I'm kind of feeling. So these cards normally give a good indication, and so I'm fucking delighted, because when that lovely woman gave the extra money there last night, I put it straight to the new deck that I've wanted for years, which is one of the archetypes deck. And it was just, you know what I mean? It's just I always just tune into the timing, because I've wanted it for years, and I've also loved it when I've had other readings from people, and they've always just, I feel they're really profound. And so this is so interesting. This is hard to explain, but I woke up today hearing myself give the exact talk I'm giving right now. And I thought, this is so weird, because it was really good, everything that they were saying to me in my head, that I was hearing in my own voice. Like, because I was literally having a vision or clairsentience of clairaudience. It was a bit of all of it, of what I'm doing right now. But I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to say this the same. But then they were like, yeah, you will, because we'll make you say it. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like, they were flashing up the images in my head of the card that says the kiss, the vow. And I always think it's really funny, because like the vow is right up there with like literally one of my favourite like romantic films. And I just, yeah, it just really, like I said, it really, really, there's so many crazy synchronicities with different things in that for me personally, and about the twin flame journey. But I just feel for all twin flames, because she forgets who he is. I mean, it is very, it's very like what happens, whether it's down to ascension or spell work or a mixture of fucking all it. They fucking, one minute they're fucking all about you, and the next minute they're like, who the fuck are you? Do you know what I mean? And remember, in that film, it's, it is tragic, because they'd actually married and they were really, really in love. And she moved away from her family because they weren't to be trusted, or at least, there was a lot of beef went down. And then when her car accident happens, she forgets that, and she starts like going back to the codependent family, and he's like, what the hell, you know what I mean? But he loves her so much, he just lets her work it out for himself. So fucking hell, that's going to have something to do with it too. I don't normally describe, I just looked at 418, 18-4, my birthday, that is sign of union. It's 4 of Wands, if you're new. I don't often describe that film like that, but that's true. That is what happens. So unfortunately, that is totally going to have something to do with this. That your person could be getting manipulated currently, or they have been in the past and they couldn't see it, by people around them, by either a lover, friends, family, maybe possibly a bit of all of it. So we'll see what just comes out here. But yeah, what I'm saying is, I'm excited to get that deck, because it feels like the right time now. And it was actually good. It was meant to be coming today, but it's arriving tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll probably do one tomorrow, unless someone's not got energy. So what have we got here? Let's dig into someone's story. I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before. I do now. Wow, that's like the one that came out the other day about, I've awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond. But it's like, and if your masculine talks like that, then that would be pretty funny. But a lot of our masculines don't talk like that. You just want them to be who they are. It was like, I don't know why they're making me be so cute. It's not even Pisces season yet, but they are making me say that I once said to my twin flame, I love your voice. Like, I love the way you talk. And he was like, what do you mean? And he actually got a bit defensive. But I was just like, I could just listen to you talk for ages. And I'm just thinking about, that's quite funny, isn't it? Because it'll be because his voice is healing for me. So it's not great that he never fucking talks. A bit like when I say, like, doesn't he fucking talk to me? It's a bit like when I said, what did that remind me of? It's a bit like when I said my love language is physical touch. Like, so, take that to mean what you will, but I like getting a cuddle and the rest of it. And the fact that I've been deprived of that from the person that I love, it's, it can be a little bit tough at times. So I'm stronger in more ways than one. So yeah, but yeah, but anyway, so I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. And I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. And this isn't my reading, by the way, but it kind of it was like, I'm like, I don't think it's mine actually, but this is the thing. It does, because the twin flame journey can be scarily similar for a lot of people. It could make sense, but there's bits of it that I'm not the one to be the judge of that. So when times got tough, I gave up too soon. Shit. So this is totally the energy that I channeled, because I did say that it's like somebody meant to put a pause on it. So whether you see it as a divine feminine wanted to put a pause on this, as in like, whoa, we can't keep doing what we're doing, because I'm going to end up getting hurt here, because I want more and you don't. And then my feelings are going to get deeper and deeper and deeper, and this isn't working for me. It might work for you, but it's not working for me. You have to put your boundaries in, even if it hurts. And like I said, when I had to do that to mine, fucking hurt like hell. Not only did I just want to keep doing what we're doing, because we had a lot of fun doing what we're doing, if you get what I'm saying. I was like, nah, this is just, I'm going to get my heart broken here. Um, but like I said, I definitely feel he, I don't know about took it the wrong way, but he just didn't like it. You know what I mean? And I get it, but I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. And then look, this is the bit where I'm like, look, I'm not meaning to read my energy or I don't want it. And like again, if it feels, when I watch it back, if I'm like, right, I'm not fucking putting that out, I'm not. But I'll just roll with it. But I always do put it out. It's that's why I'm saying it could be that there was a lot of confusion there. That it's like actually he had deeper feelings too, but I know that. Like that's no question mark in my mind. He did have strong feelings for me, but he wasn't ready to face them. So that's why I always say there's almost no point in you know what I mean? It just it happens the way it happens. So I just look at it very matter of fact like that. I've become the person I'm meant to be, the transformation that I've went through, and I believe he has too. And if he wants to return, fucking amazing. If he doesn't, there's actually fuck all I can do about that, and I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before. I do now. Someone's awakening. And we've got scales of karma, cycle of disharmony, creating new traditions, unfortunate events. Holy fuck. So what I'm getting from that right away. And also the 27th, that's a few days after the full moon in Virgo, and the 24th. Karma. It's like, you know, and now I just realise why I just said a lot of divine masculines will be punishing themselves because they actually know that the divine feminine is so loving and forgiving that they're like, some wouldn't feel right, wouldn't feel balanced. So although as a divine feminine, you're like, but I don't want them to hurt and I forgive them. And, you know, but if you're too much of a people pleaser, you know, you might, and that's where resentment can build up. And you don't want that. But it's okay if you're good at talking about your feelings and you're going to be open. Like, so for instance, I'm very open. Like, I just had a beautiful, really open shadow work session discussion there, and it's amazing to see the growth in people when I just spoke with that person there. But a lot of it, not everyone can do that, and you know, like I always say all the time, people can talk the talk, but a lot of people can't actually walk the walk, and that's not like oh, you know, I can do it, you can't. It's just being genuinely honest. Like, I can talk about difficult feelings. I can listen to difficult feelings. I can talk about them. I meet a lot of people that can listen to difficult stuff, but can you actually talk about the difficult, challenging, dark shadow bits of yours? Because if you don't, try to work on that. If you're a divine feminine I'm talking to, because if you don't go anywhere near that, you're not going to get anywhere near a decent, healthy union. But if you do, you've got more chance of that, because your twin will catch up and mirror you at some point. So nobody needs to hear that, but it's a strong message coming through again. Right now, somebody didn't see what they had, they see now, and they're going through karma. Or they're putting them, like I said, they're putting themselves through it because they feel it's just, they have to, or you could see it as like God's putting them through it. It just depends. Because people do get spiritually blocked. You know, it's very rare that a divine feminine would literally block a divine masculine. I just looked at 1111 there as well, it's a sign of awakening. But I do feel God blocks divine masculines. Divine masculines block divine feminines, but to be honest, I don't know about you, but I never fucking, I don't even look, because it would just hurt me too much. So it's like, whenever that's happened to me, like, I can remember once years ago when that did actually happen, and I was really, I was more kind of angry because I was like, how fucking dare you? Like, as if I was going to be blowing up your phone anyway. And like, but you see, I mean, even there, look how defensive that is. Like, it was, what I meant is, I don't mean like, oh, I wouldn't be doing it because I wouldn't be bothered about them. It was just like, I would take the hint if so, like, you know what I mean, if somebody didn't reply me back, I wouldn't keep fucking messaging them. And that's what annoys me about it, because I'm like, I'm not the type of person to do that. So the fact that someone would even block me, but it wouldn't have been about me. That's years ago, and now I get it. It's about not being able to handle what's going on. And actually, depending on who people are with, it's easier to, you know, it could have been moving on. So, I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. What's that card from last night again? So there's the eagle. You couldn't see the eagle on the one before. Power of presence. A power struggle. Unlock your potential. Authenticity. And look at what I was just saying. Somebody's ready to be seen now and be honest and be open. And maybe that's both of you. Maybe you weren't being open and honest. I definitely know that with my twin, when he's came at me with like just that male kind of bravado and being too much of a joker and not willing to be serious about anything, and now obviously this was years ago, but it's like it could get my back up, and so then I'll meet him by being smart back, and you just get fucking nowhere, and it's a power struggle. And that's what I mean. I have to say that because a lot of people might not see that I could be like that, but if he could make me like that, and it's like if I wasn't really on the ball, he could still make me like that even today. But that is, but because my intention is not for it to go that way with anyone, like anyone that's been like that to me, it's it takes a lot of discipline. Basically, I said this to someone today, it takes a lot of discipline to not snap back. And I have got a lot of discipline because I've got Mars and Saturn and Scorpio in the first house. So that's why people feel my strong, intense energy. But like honestly, that's why I'm like, why are you getting me a sale of this? But I'm just asking them. But it's because why I've said before, and I'm saying it again, that like that's how strong I am. That like I miss my twin flame loads, but I'm trusting that he's working out whatever he needs to work out in his life, and he'll talk to me when he's ready, if he even wants to. And so I'm just leaving him to it until he wants to do that, because you can see what I'm doing here. And but I'm just broadcasting it for all, him included, that I personally, I don't know about you guys watching as Divine Feminine, I don't want to have a conversation with mine until he's going to be completely honest. There's no fucking point, because he'll just get my back up if he's not being true, if he's if he's being too putting on a show. It's like, you know what I mean. I love that side of him too, but it's like, you know, let's not fuck about here. So, and text might be coming in. Oh, that's my mum actually saying she's on her way, so I better hurry this up. But that can be like messages of communication for you. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. Universal Merkaba, a sacred purpose, you have the answer, lucid dreaming. I've been having a lot of lucid dreams. I've had that my whole life, and there's the geometric shapes I keep seeing, so feel some of you are, or your twin is. When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. I don't need to hurry that fast. My mum does live nearby, but she's not that fucking fast, guys. When times got tough, I gave up too soon. I'll just cut it off when the buzzer goes. Temple of Mary, Mother Mary. Emotional expression, there's that word again, and from a different card. Playful innocence, exploitation. So there's something here about that. So that is really beautiful. So I'll have to assess when I watch this back, but it's very rare that I wouldn't put it out. But again, I think they're giving a taster of, these are the ones that I'll start putting on the platform that are private, you know, that you'll only get that if you're part of the membership. But I love that playful part of me, and I love that playful part of my twin. But there is a sort of innocence around that too, where I feel people can take advantage of your nice nature, and it's definitely happened to me, so it's definitely going to happen to my twin as well. And it's kind of like, but the emotional expression part is what I feel twin flames need to be at now. And it's kind of like, if mine came at me being too jokey, I'd be like, look, right, come on, we need to cut the crap and have a serious conversation, and then we can be playful, because I can't stand all this serious shit either. Like I said, I think me and mine just need to fucking start with learning to sit and talk to each other fucking upright with our clothes on for once, you know what I mean? Just keeping it real. That's how sexual we are. Sexual pair of twins. Right, so what have we got? Why have I picked up the shamanic cards? The shamanic cards for the one about the person realises now. Is the curse card going to come out somewhere? The ancient ones, yeah. Ancient wisdom is awakening in you or your person, both of you really. The second one here, whatever that said. We've got the taming the wind and the eagle. Oh shit, look. Remember when I got... Wow. That's really powerful. I got drawn the eagle, and there's the eagle. So the rising above the drama. Oh shit, the tower. 16, that's the day. I feel the curse card's going to come out somewhere. That's two decks together. The same deck doubled. So if it doesn't, I just feel it. I feel it. The vision quest, that's about going deep, dark within. Going so into the dark that you see the light again, really, you know, that you start to open your third eye. So somebody's went into the dark night of soul, I would say, or someone has done a literal shamanic vision quest, or like something that would be like that. But I feel it's talking about people's dark night of soul. The Mother Mary card and the, whatever that one said, the rattle. So again, the rattle is used in shamanism, any kind of sound healing, to clear away energy and dark energies, and to do shamanic journeys. It's used for all kinds of things. So I feel this is about energies being cleared at the throat chakra, because that's what I'm doing for people in sessions and in group stuff. And that's what I'm saying, that the soul retrieval for healing your inner child, yeah, people I've noticed amazing shifts in their energy from watching that. So if you have noticed that and you've not left a comment or you've not told me, and you'd be open to, again, you don't need to, I'd love to have some feedback about that, even if it's in an email, and I can just share it anonymously, because it helps people. Fire. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time, but somebody's so passionate and they really want to be now. Again, twin flames. And yeah, the Holy Mountain. Shit, how fucking weird is that? When I kept saying that, I thought that was weird when I kept saying about Mount Everest. And this could be about the full moon in Virgo, because that's the 24th, so the 25th will be that too. Or it can, again, these things can happen before or after, long after, because it's timeless. But look, the Beloved is on the bottom. What's behind that? Thunder. Yeah, this feels like big changes in the witness. The wind, there's a change in the wind. What's behind that? The Sweat Lodge. Shit, that's also about clearing energy. This is what, when I said about some divine masculines, of they're punishing themselves. I don't know about punishing, but that's the word they keep saying to me. Because they want to clear their energy, the experiences they went through. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring you romance, yeah. Think about what you do want, not what you don't want. The person that I had a session with today will be laughing. That's what I said to her. I just looked at the 1111 card, guilt. Shit, there we go. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. There's a separation coming to an end if you want it to be. There's definitely clearing of releasing exes, clearing energy, like I just said, for passion to come in, and there's the fire. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Because you've both been calling each other in. And it's part of the twin flame journey, because that's my twin flame card. And it's because it's time. 1111. Now I know why I've spoken about mine so much. Look, playfulness. I can't stand how serious it got towards Eremina. We were always so playful. And I'm not just talking about, like, you know, sex. Like, I mean, like, we had a lot of respect for each other. I've still got a lot of respect for them. 1111 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolises a harmony and balance of soul counterparts, playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, and allow yourself to overcome the confusion and the challenges. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. There's obviously something in the air for some twins, and I'm very, what am I trying to say? You're welcome if my pain, my Chiron and Gemini, which we're not actually in the Gemini moon, we're in Taurus moon, actually, it's not too far away, but it's the next moon, actually, it's tomorrow at some point, but yeah, I'm glad if my Chiron and Gemini has been useful to you. My pain has helped to channel this energy for all this magic going on. See you later.